And again, just like that, the music disappears. Ah, I'll tell you what, it's heavy carrying that thing underneath the bib in my overalls all the time, but when I wear it in my boot, it makes it real hard to walk. I have a hard time walking anyway. This is the 5th day, no bread, no sugar, and I'm actually feeling better than I have in a long time. I actually got some sleep last night, which is highly unusual for me because even in my prime, I did not sleep well. I make some stuff I call Franken beans, like Frankenstein beans, not Frankfurter beans. And what I do is take some spicy 4 big summer sausages. I slice them up into little knobs like you find in Beanie Weenies, and I put 4 or 5 different kinds of beans in there. I canned. I make little pieces of spring onion. That's the onion that's got the green stems. Chop that up, put it in there. Sometimes pepper. And I add Rotel or a couple of big cans of tomato, garlic, and onion. But and I put Worcestershire sauce in it and a few more things. Put it in there and I heat it up in a big pot. Then I put it in bowls and store it. And that pretty much feeds me for a week. It is highly nutritious, and rarely does it give me the wins, but when it does, it's not a simple little squeaker or silent but deadly. No, mine makes my butt cheeks do this, you know, and it always has an odor akin to something dead. But I'm trying to get to where I'm in better health. 90% of the time, I don't get gas from eating beans. My wife and I, when we were first married, let's back up. She's put up with more dealing with me than anything in the world. It was a match made in hell initially, and now we love each other so much, so intensely. One of the reasons that beans and other things don't affect me like it does most people, I can also go to any creek as long as it's flowing and drink the water and it doesn't make me sick. I grew up doing that, drinking out of lakes, ponds, creeks. So basically I have the same flora in my gut that people from south of our border have. When I was in the Navy, we would every now and then, when I was at the base, we would drive down to Tijuana and go deep into Mexico and eat. And my buddies would always seem to get sick from drinking the water. And I drink it and it never affected me. And they just couldn't figure it out. But it's because I grew up just like they did. I was poor when I was much younger. When I was 16 years old, I moved to my dad's house in Norman, Oklahoma. And I actually lived on a camper on his driveway. Didn't bother me. I enjoyed it. It gave me a little bit of privacy. I did have a bedroom for a little while, and then my dad and my stepmother, who I call mom now, had more kids. But every chance I had, I'd be out in the woods. I had a motorcycle. I'd drive it dude out, and I'd go park it somewhere. And I also had a car. I'd take that car and I'd go out in the woods. I've been in the woods most of my life. I'm a very good hunter. I'm not a very good fisherman. My brother Chris, my younger brother, he just slays the fish. There's something about it. I guess my kinetic energy runs down the pole through the line into the water. As fat as I am, I'm hyperkinetic. I'm hyperactive. I have a hard time just staying in one place, which is what I'm doing right now. The diet I'm on is working. There's less girth. Overalls fit better. And I'm figuring about a month from now, when I go get my blood test, I will have a good A1C. My wife and I were talking last night. My grandmother, Artie Mae Lance, originally her name was Artie Mae Shockley on my mother's side, is the one when I was a child got me drinking my coffee black and my tea unsweetened. As a matter of fact, my grandmother referred to coffee with sugar and creamer in it as the devil's brew. She was something else. And if there was ever a woman, ever a person that was perfect on this earth or close to it, other than the Savior, it was my grandmother. Even my wife will tell you, Mama she was perfect. She really was. But that gives you a glimpse into my life. I am not going to discuss politics anymore. I will say this to those of you viewing. It's going to get rough, a lot rougher, and I wish it were not so. We have so many people trying to mind our business for us and tell us what to think and what to do. And they're all quote-unquote experts. Well, they're not. Nobody has a right to decide what is right for you other than you. You owe nobody an apology. What you do in your life is between you and God, not you and everybody else. I wanted to make that abundantly clear today. I worry about many of my relatives and friends. Things are rough right now. They're getting ready to get rougher. My buddy Jerry and I were sitting in my van down. He's building a dam, and I might go get some footage of that today. I'm going to try anyway. He wants me to come back today. We don't get to sit and talk like we used to anymore. It's really sad. Being busy has exploded on both of us. We just, there's just not a lot of time. There really is, and it seems like time is a commodity that there is less and less of. I'm busier now, really and truly, than I was when I was working full time. I don't know where it's all going to end. I don't. Well, I do. It's going to end when the end of the world comes and God is reigning on this planet. Anyway, That's it for today, folks. I love you. I do. And like Alf says, be kind. Always be kind. And I'll holler at you tomorrow.